This is September 16th, 2025. So the problem with all this crackling in the audio is right here. I thought maybe it was this, but you know, I just taken it out. This 18 meg, I'm suspicious of that, but it's right here. It's this wire right here. The left one that goes to pin 876, or for this preamplifier tube for the phono input. So when you get all kinds of crackling, where's the phono input? Right here. There's all kinds of crackling, so I just figured it was this capacitor here. I didn't change that yet either, but I'm just basically just lopping these in there because I want to put them in some wax. Obviously I can't drill this out. This stuff is harder than crap, and you never successfully do it. I don't have a drill press or anything anymore. I don't have a shop, so I couldn't even try to, grind this flat and grind it flat and put on a drill press. I don't have a drill press anymore. Otherwise, you could probably do it. Take a small drill bit and go all the way around the edges, staying back enough, because it's only going to be probably that deep. Then you're going to run into the foil, but I'm not going to risk holding it in my hand or some stupid ass thing on the ground. Nah, I ain't going to do that shit. So I'm going to solder this right now and see how it sounds. Back on here. Right here. Right by this gray wire. This is the cathode. 8. 9 is somewhere buried there. I move these around a little bit. So this, I was suspicious of this high value resistor, 18 megohms. So apparently I hope I have the problem solved. I'll plug it in. Because when I started pushing around, I thought maybe it was a broken pin socket, but I wasn't really in the mood to be drilling all this out and dealing with this. I wouldn't worry about this 18 meg. I would just put something lesser value in. Like I bought those 6.8 megs or something. Probably doesn't make a damn bit of difference. But I'll plug it in now. Okay. I think it's on. I have to figure out how to get these things if I want them. I don't know if it's on or not. Yeah, I think it was on. So here's the secret. Here's a PV, just a regular PV Scorpion speaker. If it was a Scorpion Plus, the magnet would be way larger. This is just I'm going to maybe build a little box with one of these. These things work pretty good with this phonograph thing. Or it does so far. I haven't played a record on it. Where the hell is my... Here we go. So, I don't hear nothing. The volume is number 2. This one's for the mic, which if I go down here, I should get a good blast out of it, I would think. Wherever the hell it's at. Okay, 1 is a tone, 2 is the volume for mic number 1, which is the 6S, not 6S, 6AV6, 6AV6 or 6AT6 or whatever. Okay, this is a volume, this is a volume. Now this is the phono volume. So, I'm either not plugged in. I don't see any lights on these. What the hell's going on? Maybe I shut it off. the hell? Here she comes. I see light in some of these holes. So I should have sufficient volume here. Or maybe not. How about this one? No, this one should blast like a SOB. Where the hell is it? Little reverb. Rebound. No, let me see. This is a volume, this a volume. That way? Oh, that way. I had it the counter. How do I have it? Counterclockwise, full blast. I'll pull it back to about 50%. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Full blast. Where the hell is it? Let me see. This, I think this one is a tone for the microphone. Mic 1. This is the volume for mic 1. This is to switch it from phono or mic. This has to, oh, that was the wrong direction, I think. That's towards this. Okay, try it again. Now it probably works. I think. Unless if I'm wrong. Okay, there we go. Guitar speaker. Scorpion. Not a Scorpion Plus. This is not a Scorpion Plus. So I went from 150 ohms here to 200 ohms, 250 ohms, whatever it says here. Let's see if I can change the brightness a little bit here. 250 ohms. The cathode resistor is still in this thing right here. I haven't changed that yet. I've been working on it. I've been lazy and doing other things. I'm thinking about changing this one and that one. They're just this one here is on grid number 2 of the pentode side of the 6AN8, I believe it's called. These three I'm going to try to stuff inside a wax. Try to stuff them inside of a wax situation. Capacitor. I have a 0.25 pulled for this. Let me see. Let me go find it. Back on. So this is the one I'm getting rid of. Just got rid of that one right there. I have not, if these are marked like this, I've tested them. But I also would like to test them after they get put in one of these. Like here I got a hollowed out, this thing slipped out like nothing to it. Nothing to it. It come out just like a, it looks like a fine cigar. This one here is 0.25. So that's I'm gonna stuff a 0.22 in there, I think. I don't think it needs it. It's just on the grid number 3 of the pentode. No big deal. And this one here is hollowed out. Well, damn near. I will just put a capacitor through there. I think it sees light. It's got to see light. If not, I'll just drill a little hole in it. Other than that, I don't think there's any foil in there. Yeah, there is. Yeah, the end, like this. It's got this in there. Your foil end. Or your connector to the edge of your foil, and that pushes up against it, and you hope for God's grace to keep it together. This one I'm never going to get out of here. What was this one for? Oh, this is for that AM, on the AM radio thing. I'm working on too that I quit on. I've been giving up. Listen, I hear some rumble. This could be the switch. The switch needs a shot of something. Uh-oh. Well, I'll be damned. Let me get a screwdriver here. Son of a bitch. The son of Mitch. Son of a bitch. It's the cathode. Maybe the tube socket is broken. I swore it was. All I got to do is touch this connection. I think it's this connection to chassis. Let's look. Experiment here. I'll hook my meter up to it and see. So anyways, I got this up 0.05, I think. Yeah, right there. It says 0.05. I can't see. I have a ring on here from touching my screen. This one here, I don't think I can get out. That's gonna need some fine servicing on that one. Let me see. Let me get this. Let me like taking that one apart. We're drilling insides out. Let me see. I'll set that down while I hook up my alligator clips. We need the jets to spray more stuff on us. They're only spraying us 4 or 5 times, sometimes a day above us. I got another video to put out on that stuff, but they don't let it go out. It's confidential. But they're spraying us like son of a bitches around at the tip of the Lake Superior. Okay. They're killing us off. I don't think not much grew around here as in crops and stuff. Pretty crappy. I don't know if they're going to plan a burn around the Great Lakes. I still think they are. Okay, I don't know what they're planning really. Uh-oh. Okay, now the noise is stifled a little bit. Yeah, I used to watch Archie Bunker. So I'm going to try to watch this thing and see what it does. That's what just goes to the shits really bad. Damn it. Wow. Sounds like the Titanic gonna sink here. Damn it. It could be a bad tube socket. I'm not gonna say it ain't. I'm at very high voltage too. Let's try 20 volts. Damn it. Okay, shut it off and go for ohms. I can't use that. I can't ever hear it. Cathode. That's normal. If you put the test leads together, it's off anywhere from 0.6 to 0.9, even above a ohm at times. If my connections are really bad, this meter's coming to the end. It's a good meter, but all these plasticky things are busting to crap. This one's all wobbly. Maybe I can cut that off and put it deeper in this. This red stuff is all chipped up and but I had this since about 1995 when I bought it. Come with a 3.5-inch floppy and all that stuff. But I never used it with a computer because I put stuff in the computer. I thought, well, this is just dumb. I worked on guitar amplifiers and stuff. I didn't need to store measurements. Whatever I used to store. It wasn't for me, that floppy disk stuff wasn't. But I tried it. Well, maybe it is that pin 8 is bad. I'll take a dental tool and see if I could squeeze it together more and I'll turn it around. I think these wires came out of that radio. They were in there. I didn't cut this like this. I don't even have braided or strand wire that thick. Only thing I have that's this thick is solid core stuff. I don't remember where I got them from. But anyways, the fuse is right there. It's a little over. Here's a scratch filter, so this needs to be sprayed. I like to get a dam. I got this done. I did work on here. That white stuff underneath is primer. I couldn't get legit primer. Primer, to me, is usually a reddish color. So we're right here. Where the hell are we? This one right here. And so that's where the problem. There's the 18 meg, the .047. Oops, I'm pointing on the wrong side. There's the 18 meg, the .047. This is the input, that 100K that was the ground. Then the scratch filter comes in here. And the .25 goes on this grid number 2 there. It's right here, I think. Yeah, 0.25, it's that one. It only gets like 30 volts, so, and the surge is only, I don't know, it could have been steeper, 350 volts, I don't know. How the hell do I ain't gonna remember all that shit. It's got a nice beefy audio output transformer. This thing is pretty loud. You can put a guitar through it, and it's damn loud. Put a guitar through here. It's thinned out for a guitar, I swear. This one here is too big. The Phono one obviously isn't enough. Let me see if I can get this. What am I trying to do? I'm not sure. See if I can get it in focus. But it's overexposed. I can tell it's overexposed. It's so shiny here. So if you have it on phono, you get phono only. Then you can use another mic number 1. If you switch it to mic number 2, or switch this to this, you get mic number 2, but no phono. Scratch filter. So you get a bass for mic 1. You get a volume for mic 1. I wonder why I couldn't sound that off. When I pushed it over to disconnect it from the ground out. Should have sounded out. But anyways, so you got all this stuff. Radio tape. The only problem on the damn, I don't have these. I'll go get it. I was going to knock one of these out and put a 1/4 inch there. I mean, I see people want like untouched. They want like $250 for these things. I paid $15 for it. I thought this tube was bad. It wasn't bad. I don't know what was wrong with it. But I relaxed these tubes, putting up from 150 ohms, 5 watt to 250 watts, 250 ohms, 10 watts. Then I'm going to put that grid number 2 stuffed inside here, a I don't think I can fit those maroon ones in here. Ain't gonna happen. But I got some yellow jackets that are the IC on them. What is it called? What's that stand for? International capacitors. I'll go get the tone arm. I'm ready to put the top on, but I didn't want it swing around until I cured this problem that I didn't cure yet. Apparently, now where the F did that go? There's a 12AX7 right here. It's this one. But I have the volume down. Where is it? If I put the volume up, then it'll get nasty. It's a 12AX7. So it's got it seems to be better. But I was moving that wire. I was physically seeing it, moving it with a small flat screwdriver. I physically seen it moving. So I'm going to add another piece in there. I'm going to add a piece of this bell wire, doorbell wire in there, and put it to a new suitable ground. And I think I'll leave the white on it, represent neutral. If not, if it looks out of place, if there's too much white stuff in there, then I'll just clear it, to remove all the insulation off of it and leave it bare wire. It's not going to go very far. I think that gray wire ties up to one of these controls anyways. That gray one, that was gray or white, whatever the hell it was. So I'll get the put this on pause. I gotta put up something dark so I can see the pause button right there. I got the Jimi Hendrix record. Have you ever been to Electra Ladyland? Never been there, but I've been shocked a lot. Here's the crazy. I hope I have that now. The red thing. So where it goes in here on the turntable is kind of a faulty gasket. This yellow wire hooks up here, so I'm going to have that a capacitor, a 0.0068 away from this ground. If it's buzzy, here it is. I broke it. I strong-armed it. Here it goes right here. See, I'd like to have a capacitor from here to there eventually. From here to there eventually. Steppenwolf. So this thing here is this dopey thing. This hooks up into here. Pretty decent. This is broken. What's this thing called? A Newcomer? Newcomer or something? Newcomb? Something stupid. It doesn't sound very professional name, but it's very good quality. And you can push this out. I don't think I can get any needles for it. So, and this is a magnetic. I was seeing things on the internet that if it has the what the hell's the model? It has the M, means it's magnetic. If it has I think without nothing, then it's the other, low, high impedance stuff, ceramic. I marked it red, and I didn't know it was like this, a clear sign of negative, but I didn't know that at the time. I couldn't see it. I was looking at it from this end. I could barely see this way. But anyways, it's marked red, and so I also got to watch this if I want to keep this a capacitor away from getting shocked with the full Fletcher amperage. I got to make sure. So I got to make sure this whole, where this plugs in. Well, I think this is protected on that RCA jack, though. I think there must be a capacitor there. Wherever that damn thing is at. No, it isn't. It's right to ground. Huh. I wonder if I can separate that. Yeah, I think I can, because it's isolated here. I mean, I can do an isolation job there, you know, take the outside away from chassis ground. If they didn't do it, they might have did it, just don't show it on the capacitor. Because I think this thing had an upgrade done to it for some reason. I don't remember why. And I had to put a capacitor, a 0.001 at 1,000 some volts, 1,200 or 16 or something volts in this thing to keep it from vibrating. I'd go like this. Anyway, I plugged it in. Well, somebody put a 3-prong plug on it, that's it. But they pulled the nose out anyways. Somebody did. See, now I don't feel any vibration. It still has the three-pronger cord, but it's just the nose is pulled. So long, I'll paint. Look, it's this color, so I'll paint hot black when I get that far. So if somebody flips it, puts it in a 2-pronger, and make sure they can put it in properly. So getting closer. I'm ready to put this on now. I think. This effing tube, though. What the hell is it back here? Down here. I don't think it's a bad tube. I don't think it's a bad tube. I don't think it's a bad tube. It's that frickin' pin 8. That's the 6AV6. This one. One up. It's that cathode right there. That my circle's around, but the circle's not going to show on the video, so this is it. Have to replace that. I hope I don't have to take the whole tube socket off. Then I gotta really be careful to reuse the components to make it look nice. It's marked neutral. I think I did that with my whiteout. My whiteout is shot, so it's already marked to neutral. So if the nose is down, neutral's on the left. The Chinese, here's the game. Here's the game. Okay, the Chinese, okay. I mean, it's always been the nose down. So you plug it in like this, hold your thumb up like that. But the Chinese changed everything. So in America, we're supposed to plug stuff in like this, like a bunch of stupid Americas, so that you can get a shock. So your finger can slip and get a shock. Them son of a bitch in Chinese, they're always one step ahead of the stupid America, I swear. So in our house, our outlets were always nose down. Common sense. And then they passed some new laws and flipped it. And I think they put it on air conditioners and stuff, and they do something to force you to put it upside down. Can't remember what that was. They did something to the shape of the plug, so it would block your other plug if you don't plug it. I don't know. There's something crazy. You can only plug it in one way. There was something effed up about that. I can't remember. So if you plug it in this way, if your finger touches it, it's going to hit the nose. Obviously, no big deal. You got your thumb up here. But if you plug it in this way, your fingers could slip and get a shock, especially kids. That's an old Chinese, old Chinese trick now. Because they started doing that a long time ago. So you hold your fingers down there and shove it in like that, you get a shock. They're always one step ahead of stupid America. I swear. We got to dummy up. So here's that capacitor I had to put in. To get focus. I had to put it right here. I used my spaghetti I bought on it. This .047 goes in between the neon lights. and to there. And that is, I don't remember, it's a green wire. It shoots to here, right here. I don't remember what it's about. This is the AC coming in. So somebody put this in here, I think, because it doesn't look like a professional slit job here. If I would have did it, I would have cleaned off all this stuff. So this was an add-in, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it shows 3-prong on the schematic. That looks like add-in. But this capacitor, I don't know what it's for. I might replace it. I probably should. Maybe it's supposed to be doing what this is doing. Maybe it's totally open, but that's in between the two neon lights. I can't remember right now. I haven't monkeyed with this or even looked at the schematic. I should have looked at the schematic over before I started doing the video, I guess, but that should be replaced. It's on the AC. It's on the one side of the AC and the other side of the AC is here. And yeah, I don't know where it goes right now. Hum control. So I still didn't do the 4 microfarads at 450 volts, and that climbs way up too. So I got some 4 microfarads. 4.7 microfarads at about something like that. I think they are 450 volts. So next time, hopefully I'll have the wax container put here. This one. Is that it? Yeah, 0.25. Yeah, have this put here with the. I'm gonna loosen up the clamp though. I don't want it crushing it. That should be in here with the outside foil this way. And that'll be sitting in there. And I'll try to get a couple of 0.1s. I don't seem to have 0.1 containers right now. This is big. This is 0.05 though. So this is it. Gotta go. Out of time. Orange Beginner's Corner. 9/16 of 2025. Unless if I'm wrong.